So this is one of the easiest review I had to do in a while. Like, I delayed this review a lot just to find something to contribute to the world that everyone is not contributing to. And to be honest, this is the easiest, this is the most short review I have ever done. This is the new child of Zeus, the Defiant by Juzear. It is a basic IEM, it is not that peaky. We can't call it a V-shaped IEM. It's a natural bass boosted IEM. The bass is pretty huge in sub bass. It has a lot of mid bass. The mid range is there. The treble is a bit on the safer side in few instances. The upper treble or the air region is reminiscent of the Thea audio line. Whenever you listen to this IM, it will feel like a Thea audio counterpart. There are things that this IM can do. It can produce micro details that well. It has a good resolution. It can produce a lot of textures because of few dips in the treble. It can produce a huge sound stage. It can produce a pinpoint accurate imaging. So these are the things that this IM offers, and it is pretty simple. There is no confusion about that. But the value on this IM is simply groundbreaking, to be exact. I haven't heard a lot of IMs in recent years, of course, that can do the things that IM did in 2021, 2022. Yeah, it just costs like $100, and the cable also is pretty nice, and it retails around $40. So this earbuds only, if you buy this and sell the cable, this earbuds only costs like $60. If you talk about $60, this is like don't look for anything else. If you talk about $100, again, don't look for anything else if you want a bassy yet safe tuning. Now, what surprised me the most is how can they included such a pretty case and a lot of ear tips with this IM. It is simply, I'm quite sure Jazier is losing a lot of money on this and they are not earning enough. Now I'm using the Divinus the velvet tips, not the stock ones, just because I like them. The tips do change a bit of sound and it's up to your subjective liking what you prefer. The cable though is looks very cute, but what the fuck is its color scheme, man? Like it is green IM. This looks like a fucking Hulk, and the cable is like a Barbie or something. Like the cable is like really good, but it is blue and pink. Now let's talk about the tuning in detail, as we should do. And not only I will talk about the tuning in detail or analyze it, I will provide you some decisions that I would like to make to this IM if I had the chance to make it or tune it. So first of all, this is the graph right here. I don't want to, like, my camera is blocking the screen right in front of me, so it is very hard for me to look and read graph. So that's why I'm using this. If we talk about the sub bass is easily around 10 decibels and it is huge. It is very authoritative. The mid bass though, I thought it won't be that good, but it is very good. It has that punchiness, it has that tightness that I look for. It is not super tight, but it has a nice, what I can say, mellowness to it. Now coming to the mid range, I thought the mid range would be a lackluster with this IM. It is definitely not a lackluster. It is very good. Although one thing that I would like to change is the 1 to 1.5 kilohertz region. It is boosted a lot, which translates to a more intimate staging. Everything is on the face, so I get that if they didn't elevated the 1 to 1.5 kilohertz region, everything would sound a bit textureless and all. Then there is a dip at 3K, which I like. It takes away from the sharpness of the vocalist in long listening sessions, especially in high volume. This is a high volume set. There is no denying that. You have to crank up the volume to like this. Now there, this thing, the 6 to 5K region is what I think they should have not done a dip. This takes away a lot of textures, a lot of details. The present gets missing here, but okay, what can you do? Then table is extension is really good, and I, as I said, it is a very Thea audio like experience. Now considering all of this, the tech has to suffer for this kind of price tag, and it does suffer. Details are not that upfront, imaging is not that good, so we can afford those. It is 160, almost a $60 IM. We can afford this. Okay, now this is where I it got a little bit more interesting. Like take Pula for example. To place this IM into the IM structure, I reviewed it in my ranking list. Sorry, I ranked it in my ranking list. You can go and see how it performs. It is the cheapest A ranked IM in my ranking list. It performs equally well with Pula, although Pula is a lot cleaner. It is more spacious. It is more mid bassy IM. Um, it can compete with those. Like I would straight away pick this IEM over something like Hype 2. Hype 4 is a lot better. I wouldn't take Hype 4 over this, but Hype 2 can easily be destroyed with this. So you get how much this provides in terms of value per dollar. Now, if we compare it to something similar, let's take a full explorer for an example. I heard for a really short amount of time, so take it as a grain of salt. I like the base presentation in the Aful a bit better because it is a bit mid basy. The mid range, although I like the Defiant a lot because to me, Explorer making the mid range a bit lush masks it a lot more. If we talk about the treble, it's an 19 to 20 difference. It is in the presence region, Aful is there. In the vocals part, Defiant wins, and in the extremes, Defiant is a winner. Details are a bit better on the Defiant too. These are 90-20 difference, and it is not too much to contribute to because if you want lush vocal, get Explorer. If you want a bit more bass presence, a bit more mid range, uh, clarity, go with something like Defiant. And yeah, it is the easiest trick that I have to do. I don't know what to say. Hi, Future Org here. I just forgot to compare the Defiant with many other IEMs. So in this section, I'm going to do that. So first of all, if we talk about HTA High and Max, HTA High and Max is a very mid-bassy and the mid-range is a lot lush. The treble is a lot higher. It's properly a good IEM, but it hasn't has that grandeur feel that the Defiant has. Although I can pick any one of those and be happy with it. If we talk about anything like EF500 LM and EW300, they are not going to cut it by any chance. Now, if we talk about the direct comparison of the Defiant, it is another collaboration from another IM reviewer who likes bass a lot. It is the Zigat Arcadia. I liked it a lot for the hip hop, but it's that only. I didn't like it with anything apart from the hip hop. And if we talk about Deuce, which is again from HVP himself, Deuce is a total lackluster. As you know, in 2024 Audiophile Rewind, I suggested it is the worst thing that I tried this year. And I stand by that, and I don't think it performs that well. Now, where I think the value can be a bit better if you don't look for a typically bass heavy IEM, like the Kima 2 is a lot better IEM fundamentally tuning if you don't like a lot of bass. It is my top pick under $200, so you can check out that if you like a bit of neutral sound. That concludes the part of comparison. There is not anything wrong with this IEM, and that pisses me off. Like, yeah. SimGod EP5 just landed and they called me to deliver it. So, see you again in my next video. Bye.